Before we jump into this episode, I want to invite you to join our community to help you become a better steward, scale to billions, and ultimately give more or all of it away. All I want you to do is to click the subscribe button right now. I love your support. It's incredible to see your comments, and we're just getting started. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. Thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world to me. Welcome to the Build to Billions podcast, where we guide successful entrepreneurs and investors on their journey from millions to billions. We believe the key to scaling and compounding your wealth and life starts every single day with a mindset and practice of stewardship over ownership and applying billionaire biblical principles. Our ultimate goal is to help you scale and compound your wealth and life so you can give more all the way to help MVPs. My name is Brett Swartz. In each and every episode, we feature the world's top entrepreneurs, millionaires or billionaires, and they share their secrets, wisdom, and insight with us so we can all scale up and make a bigger impact faster. I'm excited about our next guest. She helps high net worth professionals invest in pre-IPO giants like SpaceX, OpenAI, and Stripe before they go public. After closing over 600 million plus in private market deals and leading at firms like Destiny Tech 100 and Forge Global, she has built a white glove brokerage for investors who want exclusive access without the corporate runaround. Please welcome to the show with me, founder of Healey pre-IPO, Christine Healey. Christine, how are we doing?
Good. Hi, Brett. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And for our listeners getting to know you for the first time, would you give us just a little bit more about your story and your current focus?
So if you've ever used ChatGPT and thought AI is going to take over everything, how do I get a piece of the action? Or you've seen SpaceX in the news and same thing, thought space travel, amazing. How do I financially get a stake in this? Or you're a busy professional, like a surgeon or a business owner, and you've built some wealth, but you're looking for the next thing to diversify a little bit for a portion of your portfolio from just real estate or public stocks. That's where I come in. So I help investors that are high net worths, many of them very successful in their own fields, to get started in investing in private stocks, specifically huge tech giants like SpaceX or Stripe or OpenAI that you can't find on the public stock market on your regular brokerage app because they're just not there. So I help educate and bring people into this very nuanced world of private stock dealings and help them find sellers and negotiate that next deal.
Fantastic. And if you want to learn more about what Christine is doing and her services, go to healeypreipo.com. That's HEALEY preipo.com. Access to private tech stocks. Okay, so that makes sense. That's pretty clear. Curious how you got into all of these kind of things, Christine, and then let's just dive into some kind of common questions. And we're really talking about building your pre-IPO stock wealth with, again, Christine Healey. So, Christine, how'd you get started with all this?
I started in traditional finance at investment banks, and then switched to a little startup that I saw that was working on this issue of access to private stocks. So at the time they were talking about building a stock market for private companies. In 2018, that was companies like Airbnb, Lyft, Pinterest that have all now gone public. And I've been doing it ever since. It was fascinating for me to help investors access these companies that weren't on the public markets yet. And I've been doing that literally ever since the past 8 or so years. So it used to be Airbnb, Lyft, Pinterest, etc. Now it's Stripe, OpenAI, Anthropic, and a number of other companies that are at that stage where they're perhaps on the brink of going public anytime soon, but are still private companies that you have to privately find a transaction for.
Okay, excellent. That makes sense. So got started in traditional finance and then moved to this niche. Fantastic. So what's the number one secret to, I guess, finding the winners, the pre-IPO winners, the Anthropics, we'll see, they seem to be going to be, I think, the biggest IPO maybe in the history of IPOs. I've heard of this kind of crazy stuff, but the biggest one for AI, maybe you can kind of walk us through that. What's the best way to find these?
Look, there's a huge variety in how these companies do. You have huge success stories or amazing IPOs. Equally, you have, unfortunately, tragic implosions, tragic failures of these companies like FTX, which was a big failure, or WeWork, a number of others. So it's definitely a high-risk industry. For that reason, and for regulatory reasons, I don't state expected returns.
So if you like this little short clip of the interview I just did, click over here to watch the full interview. And please don't forget to subscribe Thanks so much, everybody.